Welcome to What the Phobia. I am your host, the Creepy Journalist.
Hey guys, welcome back. So let's get started. It's been a couple of days. I actually have more recordings. I haven't posted them yet. I believe I'm stuck on October 5th. So, but all of them are recorded. So now I believe today's the 10th of October. So we're going to do a phobia today, just not on this recording. Right now, I want to talk about the love of fear. I've been watching the view count. Some videos have like 5 views, others have like 8. But the fact of the matter is, the views are there, and that gets me excited. Now, these are just a couple. Imagine once we get to like the hundreds and shit, that's gonna be fun. But nevertheless, there are people that enjoy these types of topics. I'm just bantering, really. It's just talking. I have no real frame for the amount of time that I talk. I just talk. And I've gotten no feedback on anything, so we can use this episode as a feedback episode. So if anybody wants to comment, tell me your opinions, thoughts, negative or not, I can care less about the negative ones. But the positive ones, yay, let's go. But let's talk about the love of fear. It is October. There's a lot of talk going on. There's a lot of movies coming out, shows. The Walking Dead's back on. A lot of good stuff happening right now. Yeah, a lot of good scary stuff. But what I want to know is why. Why are we so excited about being afraid? Is it for the thrill? Which then brings up the question, is it the way it makes you feel? Is that why we love fear? I want to talk about why I love it in a second, but I want to ask these questions first. Do we love being scared? Do we love being in danger? Do we love the spontaneous events that occur in arts, such as film? Do we love surprises? Okay. Do we fantasize about gore? Is it something that has to do with the unnatural? Is it a taboo? These are all questions that come to my mind when I think about horror and scary films and just in general the things that frighten us. Now, that's not to say that people love being in danger or that people love, I'm being redundant, I guess. Yes, maybe it is that for some people, but it's not like we purposefully want to be hurt, or want any pain to come to us from diving into scary things. For some people, it could be sports. For some people, it could be films. For some people, it could be some sort of activity that has nothing to do with something holy. Maybe what I'm referring to is more like the Ouija board. That's a little board game, apparently, that you used to be able to get at Toys R Us, and now you can't because there's no more Toys R Us. At least not here in SoCal. So then, whatever form of horror or scary thing that we're doing, it's there. The fear, it's all the same. I love watching scary movies. If I get through a movie, a film, that is supposed to be in the genre of horror, right, or thrillers, and I don't get any emotions out of it, that movie failed. The director failed at their job. Okay? Chucky, I would not consider to be a scary film series. The Bride of Chucky, all these Chucky movies, I would see them more as a comedy. Okay? Because as much gore as they want to put in there, especially with the most recent movies, that doesn't scare me. So I wouldn't consider the Chucky movies or the Leprechaun movies. Fuck, man. That's comedy as fuck. I don't consider those to be scary movies. Okay? Freddy Krueger falls along a little bit of both, only because I've had nightmares, not of him, but in general. So just the thought of having somebody jump into your mind like that without you being able to do anything about it, that's part is scary. So I'm considering him both scary comedy. But for like Hellraiser, Jason, there's nothing comedic about these characters. Alright. Wishmaster, fuck, man. Yeah. So for me, it's films. For me, it's films. For me, it's haunted attractions. And for when I say haunted, I mean we all know that walkthroughs and mazes that come about in this month, they're not really mazes. They're not really haunted. I want to explore a haunted hotel, a haunted hospital, like a legit haunted place. For me, it's more of a curiosity thing. I need to know that there is another side, that there is something beyond this life. In the back of my mind, I know there is, but I need the shit scared out of me. It makes you a wiser person. It really does make you a wiser person. You know, because you know these things are out there, but some people just don't want to admit it, or they'll admit it but jokingly, because they're secretly like in denial. They don't want to accept there's another side to whatever this part of life is. But that's going on a tangent. Going back to fear. I'm not afraid of getting into a fight. I'm not afraid of confronting people. I'm not afraid of roller coasters. I'm afraid of the indirect shit that comes with certain things. Like in a fight, I'm not afraid to get hurt. I'm afraid of somebody that I'm with getting hurt. That's fear that I don't like. I'm not afraid of roller coasters, but I'm afraid of obviously something happening that's out of my control while I'm on the roller coaster. But it's not so much for me, it's more for the person next to me, whoever that person is. Because usually I do scary things on my own, but if there's a significant other, and I'm sure someone will agree with me, that it's not cool when that person that you care about is being scared more than you are, because you know that they don't love it as much as you do. You know, like I've gone to Not Scary Farm, and I've gone with people that are legit scared, like fuck, can't do this anymore, I don't want to go anymore. And I'm just having the time of my life. So those types of fear I don't like. I don't like when I feel other people's fear. It's uneasy fear, because they honestly feel like they're in danger, and I'm like, you know what, that's it, no more, that's it, let's just cut the shit. But going back to just myself, I think that I love fear a lot because I don't get to feel that emotion every day. I'm the type of person that's impatient. I'm not the most calm person in the world. I'm chill, but I can be a little annoying when I get impatient. But for the most part, I can deal with most bullshit. But it's not like I'm not a jumpy person. I'll jump to conclusions real quick, but that doesn't mean I'm jumpy, as in I'm very fearful. I guess you could say I'm a little bit addicted to feeling fear. A horror movie comes out, I see a trailer, I want to see that shit. The last scary movie I saw in theaters was The Nun. I don't want to give too much opinion on it because I don't know if people have seen it, so I'm not going to give spoilers. It did a decent job. It is on my scareometer. It got a 7. Yeah, it got a 7 on the scareometer. On creepy scareometer. I'm gonna make one just so I can show people my scareometer. And we're gonna put it 1 to 10. So from 1 to 10, you know what? We'll drop it down to 6.5. It was entertaining to watch, but it could have done better, much better, especially with the plot that they had. So, anyways, fear is a very basic survival emotion. You feel fear when there's danger, when you feel threatened. You see it in animals. They hear a noise. They hear a noise, and they have their cubs, their eggs, whatever they're trying to protect. They're ready to die for that shit. And you can tell when they go into fight or flight mode. I guess I like the feeling of fight or flight because I get to choose, and I'm disobeying my body because it wants to fly. You can't fight a movie, so you're gonna fly. The best way to fucking fly a movie out of a movie is just getting out of there. Stop looking at it. I forced myself to watch that shit. When I was a little kid, in The Omen, the rebooted version of Omen, there was a scene where I guess it was a priest was he had something, I forgot what it was. He was carrying something, and an accident occurred where he got his head chopped off. Oh my goodness. I was with the family at the time. My mom couldn't see that shit. She knew what was going to happen and she closed her eyes. And my dad was looking at me and I was super attentive to everything that was going on. Oh man, it's a mistake to watch a movie with me and try to start talking. You need to shut the fuck up. I'm fucking paying attention. I think I made an episode about myself, about how I like fear a lot. And one of the first movies that I watched, one of the first films that I watched in theaters that was a horror movie was The Grudge. Oh my goodness. I was about 12, maybe 10 years old when, no, I think I was younger, when my cousin took me to go watch that with my brother. My brother wasn't having it. He's not a horror fan. But we were, the theater that we were in was pretty much empty. This was maybe a month or so after the movie had come out. And he was like, alright, fuck it, let's go watch a scary movie. And man, we sat right next to the speakers. At the time, the theater was built differently. So the speakers were very, very loud. And you could hear the way that she made all her noises and shit. It was awesome. I literally had to put my hands in front of my face. But I kept watching the movie. Because, man, that shit was intense. You ever left the movie theater with your heart beating faster than when you go to the gym? Yeah, that was me. I have a theory, especially when it comes down to here in the States, United States. There's a huge culture, a horror culture, and you can see it all over Twitter too. Horror fam, the fan club. It's awesome. People, I think, are very focused on wanting what they can't have. Okay, serial killers are horrible people, but somehow people that are really into horror are fascinated by them. I'm fascinated by psychology, and I'm fascinated by the way that people tell stories. The breakdown of a person's mind is pretty fucking crazy. Maybe I'll do an episode where my mind is fucking breaking down. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna need to make a video on that, a recording on that, because there's been times where I feel like my head's gonna fucking explode, and I'm gonna record when that emotion is there, just so you guys can see the breakdown of creepy. But serial killers, cults, we're fascinated by this shit. It's not that we approve of it, it's that how can there be people so crazy out in the world? Nobody likes Hitler except for his followers, but yet there are people that will do biographies on him. They will make documentaries because his mind was so fucking twisted, at least to the majority of the world. His mind was so fucking twisted that you just can't let this type of mind go to waste. You have to talk about it. I guess that's why The Evil Dead was so successful, the movie. Because of, at the time, the original Evil Dead, there had been nothing like it. It was fucking insane. The Saw movies, the whole series of Saw, Jigsaw is fucking crazy. The Paranormal Activity series, all of the movies, even the side movies, that's all fucking crazy. And I think secretly, I think that being a horror fanatic is a little bit of a fetish, because you don't want it to happen to you. That's what you say. But in the back of your mind, you kind of want it to, because that's fucking insane. So the real question is, do we love fear, or are we just a teensy weensy bit crazy? Alright, because I think I'm the only one that loves horror movies as much as I do. I open up Netflix, the first thing I want to see is if there is a new horror movie. I go on YouTube and I have seen a lot of the paranormal sightings videos, alien videos, anything has to do with some scary shit. I have most likely seen it. Even the weird ones, the weird shows, not the shows, what are they called? Yeah, I guess we could call them shows, like Marble Hornets, where they do their whole, we'll call it series, horror series on YouTube. All right, the Marble Hornets did a fantastic job. They lost me at a few points, and I was like, I got bored. It was too repetitive, but they did a good job. I enjoyed watching their videos. They didn't give you enough, but they gave you just enough to where you wanted to see the next episode. You want to see the next episode. There was one, There's also those mystery series, the ones that you had to decipher shit. Those are fucking interesting. Too smart for me. I don't know Morse code. I see the symbols, I see the signs, I see things that could be clues, but I'm dumb. I can't figure that shit out. Like cicada 33 something, that was fucking interesting. People that go on paranormal investigations, I watch those too. Most of the time it's them just breathing hard. It's like, because they're so scared and freaked out. It's like, dude, calm down. Get your shit together. I've seen EVP sessions that people record and post on YouTube. Those are awesome. Where people try to contact the other side. Those are pretty cool. What really pisses me off is when people try to go above and beyond on the horror shit. Like, if you're going to say, like, Ouija board session gone wrong, don't alter that shit. Alright, don't act it out. It really annoys me, because I'm over here waiting to see something go wrong, and your asses are over here fucking around, pretending. See, and this is me being a little morbid. It's like, if y'all keep fucking with that shit, something's gonna go happen, and it's gonna be the boy who cried wolf. No one's gonna believe you that this video is legit. So, y'all people that record and just act, they need to cut that shit out. Okay, because I'm pretty sure that there are exorcism videos, that there are possession videos that are pretty legit, but because of all these other videos that have been faked, you guys are making everybody else lose credibility. So please cut that shit out. This has been a public service announcement. Anyways, I've seen videos of people getting pranked. With that one video, I don't know if you guys remember Ghost Car. The meadows, and there's like green hills and shit. There's a little red car, you gotta focus on it, and then the Exorcist face, that girl fucking pops up. It's awesome. Love it. I have a fear of heights. I forget what this shit's called. The phobia. I wouldn't call it a phobia though. I just have a general fear of heights, and I don't mean like from the top of a ladder. I mean from like the fucking top of a building. So I wouldn't consider that a phobia. I would just consider that general survival instinct. Don't go over the side of the building. I'm afraid of buildings and being on top of a building and looking over. Right now I'm on the freeway and I'm going to work, and I'm looking at a building that has a crane on top of it, and just looking at it is making my hands sweat, because I know what it is to be on top of a crane, or at least as tall as that crane that I'm looking at, which is maybe 400, 500 feet up in the air. That's pretty fucking high. So that scares the shit out of me. That is a real fear that I have. But, and this is where it gets a little crazy, I want to skydive. I have not done it, but I want to do it. I want to skydive, and I want to use a wingsuit also, once I get used to skydiving. I want to go somewhere far away, not here in California, because I don't know where else they would be here. I want to go to a tall ass mountain and just fucking jump with a glider suit. You guys ever seen squirrels, right? Those flying squirrels? I want to fly like a fucking squirrel. Alright, that doesn't scare me. That excites me. It's very fun. It looks very fun. I want to be able to race cars. It scares me to drive really fast on the street because I'm afraid that I'll hurt someone, so I don't do it. But I would love to drive on a racetrack. I think that'd be really, really, really fun. Like 200 plus miles an hour? Fuck. That'd be awesome. So maybe I'm a thrill seeker, but I don't think I am because of what I just said. Thrill seekers, I feel like, don't give a shit about everybody else's safety. I do. If I get hurt, that's my shit. But if somebody else gets hurt, that's a problem. So, tell me, if anybody is listening to this, first of all, thank you for listening. That's awesome. You the best. But What are your fears? What are you afraid of? Is it anything that I've touched on before? Do you have a phobia of something that I've touched on before this month? What do you think is your biggest fear? Maybe you have a situation like mine. Maybe you have a fear in one way, but you don't have it in the other. Because I have, like I said, I have a general fear of heights. All right, but I've been on many roller coasters in my time, and roller coasters don't scare me. It's the ideas that come with it that scare me, and I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to plant those seeds in your mind. But yeah. Are you doing anything for Halloween? Are you dressing up? And if so, what? I'm going to be posting a picture of myself sometime soon. Probably Halloween night. We'll see. Maybe there's going to be a surprise recording for Halloween night. We'll see how that goes. But, yeah. What's the scariest thing you've done? Have you ever been tricked to go to do something scary? And if so, what was it? Oh, before I finish this video, something that I'm trying to do is go to this escape room. There's one not that far from where I live. I think it's an all year round thing. So if I don't get to do it for this month of October, I'll probably do it next month in November. But I'm really hoping I do some scary shit this month. I guess that's pretty much it. This wasn't even a phobia video. This is just a talk on fear and love of fear. So do you agree with anything that I said? Do you disagree with anything I said? If so, let me know. And subscribe. I want to see that subscribe count go up. Tell your friends. Tell your friends to listen to this guy talk about shit. Maybe you ponder on it. I don't know. Either way, whoever's listening to this, you're awesome. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay very creepy, my friends.